All right, let's grab those passports, because today we're flying straight to Rio de Janeiro.
Rio.
Sun, beaches, those amazing mountain views, and a culture bursting with rhythm.
It's a city that really embodies joie de vivre, you know?
It does.
That joy of living, the moment you get off the plane, you feel it.
So you've landed at Rio Galeon International Airport.
GIG, for those in the know.
GIG, all right. Where do we even begin to think about staying in this massive city?
Well, first things first, if you're thinking about peak season, like December to March, you've got to book those accommodations in advance.
Right.
Rio gets packed.
Yeah.
If you want to be right in the middle of it all, neighborhoods like Copacabana, Ipanema, Leblon.
Yeah, classic.
Those are classic choices. Right on the beach, stunning views.
Perfect. But for someone like me who loves, those kind of quirky, off-the-beaten-path parts of a city, are there other options?
Absolutely. If you're drawn to, like, a more bohemian vibe, Santa Teresa is a hidden gem. It's up on a hilltop, winding streets, colorful houses, just amazing artistic energy. You've got art galleries, studios, stunning views overlooking the city.
Ooh, I like that. But what if you want luxury? Some glam for your Rio getaway.
Then Barra da Tijuca might be more your speed. Newer part of Rio, upscale hotels, trendy restaurants, and a different kind of beach experience.
Right.
Beaches for miles, and the vibe is a bit more laid back, sophisticated.
I love the options. All right, day one, what are we doing?
We're hitting the ground running.
Yeah.
We're going straight to one of the new 7 wonders of the world, Christ the Redeemer.
Ooh, yes.
More than just a statue. It's a symbol of Rio, high atop Corcovado Mountain, and those views,
I bet.
let's just say, be ready to be awestruck.
Awestruck, I can only imagine. But tell me more about the statue itself.
A masterpiece of engineering. Building something that massive, those outstretched arms, on top of a mountain in the 1930s.
Wow.
It's an amazing story of ambition and ingenuity. Standing there, you feel its scale. Truly inspiring.
Okay, so we've soaked in the views, we felt that awe. What's next?
Next, a cable car ride to Sugarloaf Mountain, another Rio landmark. The views from there, especially at sunset.
Ooh, I bet.
Breathtaking. Imagine the city bathed in golden light, the ocean shimmering. Pure magic.
So we've got the views, but what about that famous Rio nightlife?
Ah, you read my mind. You can't go to Rio without experiencing samba.
Right.
So your first night, we're sending you to Lapa, historic neighborhood that transforms after dark. Live music, dancing, pure karaoke energy.
Wait, karaoke energy, what does that even mean? It sounds intense.
That's the beauty of it. It's hard to define, but you feel it.
Okay.
Karaokes have this infectious zest for life, a warmth, a vibrancy unique to Rio. It's in the way they move, interact, celebrate. It's intoxicating.
Right, I'm sold. Day 2, hit me. What's on the menu?
Day 2 is all about those world-famous beaches.
Okay.
We're starting with Copacabana. Golden sand practically pulsates with energy. Beach volleyball, fresh coconut water, vendors selling everything.
Yeah, it's an experience.
It's an experience.
Copacabana, the name is iconic. But is it all energy? Can you relax on that beach?
Oh, of course. You can find your own little paradise there, but if you're looking for something more relaxed,
Yeah.
we're going to Ipanema in the afternoon. It's lively, but more local, more laid back. Soak up the sun, people watch, maybe do some shopping in those chic boutiques lining the streets.
So 2 iconic beaches, 2 different vibes. Love it.
Yeah.
What's next on our beach hopping adventure?
Let's shake things up. We're heading to the Escuderia Selarón, a truly unique landmark nestled in Santa Teresa.
Wait, I think I've seen pictures. Is that the massive, colorful staircase?
Yes, a masterpiece of mosaic art created by Chilean-born artist Jorge Selarón.
Wow.
Every inch covered in vibrant tiles. Over 2,000 of them from all over the world.
That's incredible.
It's a visual feast and a testament to the artistic spirit of Rio.
So we've got beaches, art. We haven't talked about the food. Where are we eating today?
Tonight we're indulging in a true Brazilian feast, churrascaria.
Ooh.
Get ready for endless grilled meats, cooked to perfection over open flames.
All right, I'm officially starving.
Yeah.
Day 3. What adventures are in store for us?
Day 3 is all about immersing ourselves in nature. We're going to Tijuca National Park, the largest urban forest in the world.
Hold on, wait. The largest urban forest in the world.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
It's a sprawling green oasis right in the city. Hiking trails through lush rainforest, hidden waterfalls, breathtaking views.
Wow, so you're saying we could go from the busy city streets to hiking in a rainforest?
Literally in minutes.
Yeah.
It's this incredible testament to the power of nature to coexist with city life. And yeah, you might even spot some monkeys.
No way.
Monkeys in the city.
Maybe even toucans, sloths, a brightly colored hummingbird. It's a haven for wildlife.
This keeps getting better and better. So after our rainforest adventure, what's next?
After all that fresh air and exercise, we're going to the Museu Nacional de Belas Artes to feast our eyes on some art. They have a huge collection of Brazilian and international art. You can explore the country's artistic heritage and its connection to the world.
Okay, I'm sensing a theme here. We're getting the full Rio experience. Sights, sounds, nature, art. What about the food scene? Where are we eating on this cultural day?
For dinner, we're savoring a true taste of Brazil, moqueca.
Ooh, yes.
It's a delicious seafood stew cooked in coconut milk and dende oil.
Sounds delicious.
Often with tomatoes, peppers, and cilantro. It's fragrant, flavorful, and the perfect ending to a day of exploration.
That sounds amazing. Okay, this itinerary is already epic. I'm sure there's more to come.
Welcome back to our Rio adventure. We left off ready to dig into some moqueca, that amazing Brazilian seafood stew.
Oh, yeah.
But get ready, because day 4 is all about escaping the city
Ooh, I like that.
and exploring a coastal gem nearby.
A change of scenery. Tell me more. Where are we headed?
We're going on a day trip to Arraial do Cabo. It's about 160 kilometers east of Rio.
Okay.
Picturesque coastal town, known for those pristine beaches, crystal clear water, and a more relaxed vibe.
Okay, sign me up. So what kind of beaches are we talking? Full relaxation mode, or are there more adventurous options too?
Arraial do Cabo has a little something for everyone. Looking for that picture-perfect beach with calm waters. Praia do Forno is a must-visit. Tucked away in a cove, surrounded by cliffs, the water is so clear,
Wow.
like swimming in an aquarium.
That sounds idyllic. But what about, exploring the coastline, a bit of hiking, that kind of thing?
You're in luck. Praia do Farol, accessible only by boat, is considered one of the most beautiful beaches in Brazil.
Wow, okay.
Soft white sand, turquoise waters, surrounded by lush vegetation. Plus, those views from the cliffs. Breathtaking.
Now you're talking. But what about those of us who, prefer to stay firmly on land?
Yeah.
For the history buffs.
Absolutely. A visit to the Cabo Frio Lighthouse is a must.
Oh, cool.
Historic landmark, panoramic views of the coastline. And if you want a glimpse into the region's colonial past, the Forte de São Mateus, a 17th century fort on a clifftop, is fascinating.
Okay, so we've got history, beaches, amazing views. Sounds like Arraial do Cabo is the perfect escape. But after a day of exploring, we'll be ready for some food, right, Ed? What's on the menu for our day trip?
Arraial do Cabo is known for its fresh seafood, so indulge in some local specialties. You can find everything from grilled fish and prawns to the traditional moqueca, and casquinha de siri, which is a creamy crab dip served in a crab shell.
Ooh, that sounds amazing. Okay, so after a day of sun and exploring Arraial do Cabo, it's time to head back to the city, right? What's in store for us on day 5?
Day 5, we're diving into the heart of Rio's local life and culture. We're spending the day exploring Santa Teresa.
Santa Teresa, you mentioned this before, right? The hilltop haven for art and bohemian vibes. What makes it so special?
It's like stepping back in time. Santa Teresa has this old-world charm. Cobblestone streets, colorful colonial houses. The atmosphere is relaxed, a world away from the city center.
Right?
It's a haven for artists, musicians, anyone looking for a more authentic Rio experience.
Okay, so we're wandering these charming streets, soaking up the atmosphere. What about the food? What are we eating in this bohemian paradise?
Santa Teresa is a foodie's delight. You'll find traditional Brazilian restaurants serving feijoada, trendy cafes with international flair. Make sure you try pão de queijo,
Ah, yes.
those addictive little cheese bread snacks.
Oh, good.
And of course, no trip to Brazil is complete without a caipirinha, the national cocktail with cachaça, sugar, and lime.
Pão de queijo caipirinha. Music to my ears. But let's talk sports for a minute. I've heard about a certain iconic football ground.
You must be talking about the Maracana Stadium.
Yes.
A true temple of football.
It's legendary.
It's hosted 2 World Cup finals.
Wow.
The atmosphere during a game, electric. Even if you're not a diehard fan, it's an experience.
Right.
You feel the history, the passion, the energy. It's deeply ingrained in Brazilian culture.
Okay, you've convinced me. I'm adding Maracana to our list. But after all that excitement, I think we need some relaxation. What are we doing on day 6 to unwind?
Day 6 is all about those iconic Rio beaches. You can revisit Copacabana or Ipanema. Maybe try a different stretch of sand like Leblon. Or venture out to Barra da Tijuca for something different.
So many beaches to choose from. But beyond soaking up the sun, are there any must-try treats or experiences?
Absolutely. You have to try acai.
Oh, yes.
a Brazilian superfood, a berry native to the Amazon. And in Rio, you'll find it everywhere, often blended into a smoothie or a bowl with granola, fruit. It's the perfect refreshing treat after the beach.
Acai bowl, I'm coming. But what about those legendary Rio sunsets? Where's the best spot?
Picture this. You're at Aparador, that rocky outcrop at the end of Ipanema Beach.
Okay, yeah.
Sun sets, the sky explodes with color, golden glow over the ocean and Sugarloaf Mountain. Truly breathtaking. One of the best ways to end a day in Rio.
You painted a picture-perfect moment. Arpador at sunset, it's a must-do. But there's still more to explore. What about day 7?
Day 7, we're immersing ourselves in the spirit of Carnival,
Oh, yes.
that world-famous celebration that takes over Rio. Even if you're not visiting during Carnival season, you can still experience the magic by visiting the Sambadrome.
Okay, I was going to ask that. Carnival is legendary. But how can we experience it if we're not there during the actual event?
A visit to the Sambadrome is like stepping into the heart of Carnival. You can imagine the energy, the music, the spectacle.
Yeah, right.
And to really delve into the history and traditions of Carnival, we're adding the Carnival Museum to our itinerary.
Okay, so we're getting the carnival spirit, exploring the history. But what about shopping? I need souvenirs, a little piece of Rio to take home.
Of course, after our Carnival adventure, we're heading to Ipanema and Leblon for some retail therapy. You'll find everything from high-end boutiques to local craft stores and markets selling unique souvenirs.
Okay, I'm ready to shop.
Mm-hmm.
But after 7 jam-packed days, I'm guessing day 8 is departure and goodbyes.
Yes, unfortunately, our Rio adventure has to come to an end.
Ah,
But don't worry, you'll leave with a heart full of memories and a longing to return.
I bet. But before we say goodbye, we still have one more day to explore. What are we doing on our last day in Rio? Day 8, time to say Ate Logo to Rio, but we're going out with a bang. What's the grand finale?
Well, you've been wanting more history and culture, right? How about we explore Centro? It's the historical heart of Rio, full of colonial architecture, grand plazas, fascinating museums.
You had me at colonial architecture. What kind of historical gems can we expect?
Think cobblestone streets, churches, buildings that just ooze history.
Ooh, I love that.
There's the Confiteria Colombo, a cafe from the Belle Epoque, all stained glass and mirrored walls, like stepping back in time.
I love those places. You can practically feel the history. But what about food? Where should we eat in Centro?
Centro's great for classic Brazilian cuisine. You'll find traditional botecos, those casual bars with authentic, affordable meals.
Right.
Hearty stews, feijoada, all those little snacks, pastel,
Yeah.
savory pastries filled with everything, cheese, meat. A taste of Rio's soul.
Soaking up history, fueling up with local flavors. What's next?
Let's add some whimsy. How about a ride on the Santa Teresa tram?
A tram.
It's this charming yellow tram, rattles through the hills, connects Centro to Santa Teresa. It's a scenic trip, glimpses of daily life, great photo ops.
I love those quirky modes of transportation, seeing the city from a different angle.
Yeah.
Okay, last day, winding down. How do we end this amazing trip?
For our final evening, let's return to Santa Teresa. There's this restaurant, Bar do Mineiro, high up in the hills, amazing views, and live Brazilian music.
I like the sound of that.
Perfect spot for one last sunset, delicious food, and soaking in that Rio ambiance one last time.
Perfect. A final toast to Rio, with the city lights twinkling below. 8 days in Rio, it's been incredible. Beaches, mountains, history, culture, food. What a journey.
It's a city that truly has it all, and this is just a taste. There are hidden gems everywhere, local experiences waiting to be discovered.
So for those listening, dreaming of their own Rio adventure, what are your top tips? What should they know before they go?
First, embrace that karaoke spirit. Right. Be open to new experiences, connect with the locals, and just let yourself be swept away by the city's rhythm.
That infectious joie de vivre you mentioned.
Exactly. On a practical note, learn some basic Portuguese phrases. It makes a difference. Pack light, comfortable clothes, and don't forget the sunscreen. Rio sun is strong.
And safety tips. What advice for first-time visitors?
Like any big city, be aware of your surroundings. Stick to well-lit areas, especially at night. Be mindful of your belongings, but don't let that overshadow the experience. Most visitors have safe and unforgettable trips.
It's true. Don't let fear hold you back from this amazing city. Okay, time to wrap up this Rio deep dive. What final thought would you leave our listeners with?
Rio de Janeiro is more than just a place you visit. It's an experience. It stays with you. A city that awakens your senses, challenges you, leaves you wanting more.
Beautifully said. A city that captures your heart. To everyone listening, I hope this deep dive inspired you to put Rio on your travel list. Go experience the magic.